Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Holy cannoli, folks. Is this anti-woke Christmas? It really feels like it. I literally cannot stop making videos of basically the same topic, whether it's get woke, go broke, woke media, woke entertainment crumbling, whatever you want to call it, the cultural shift in entertainment, media, and possibly social media. And I just can't stop making these videos because we're just getting one story after another showing this incredible shift as woke media continues to collapse. What I've been saying is that we've been in a cultural pendulum swing over the last couple of years. It's slow rolling. A lot of people tell me, well, you've been predicting this basically since 2020 and it still hasn't happened yet. Well, that's because these things take time, and it seems as though we are truly beginning to see it all materialize as the actual shift starts to take place. From the Elon Musk and Twitter situation to the collapse of CNN Plus, the backlash that Disney is receiving, and now the monumental crash of Netflix that we've seen recently as well. Well, let's add another one to the list, as the Obamas are apparently getting fired or getting removed as partnered contracted creators on Spotify. Liberals have been fighting tirelessly to destroy Joe Rogan and get him off Spotify, and in the end it seems as though Rogan is staying and the Obamas are going. So let me show you guys exactly what's going on here. But of course, before we get into any of it, please make sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe, share the video as much as possible. We are still shadow banned by the YouTube algorithm, hidden from non-subscribed viewers. And with that out of the way, let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so take a look at this. Spotify moving on from Obamas, paying Joe Rogan millions proves, quote, it doesn't often pay to be woke. Spotify potentially ditching the Obamas could signal a major change in the industry as content providers realize that left-wing talking points don't pay the bills, conservative critics claim. Higher Ground, the production company run by former President Barack Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama, did not receive an offer from Spotify as its current deal expires this year. Bloomberg News reported this week that the Swedish streaming giant declined to make an offer, according to three sources familiar with the discussions. The report said of Spotify, the same platform that reportedly pays podcasting giant Joe Rogan, quote, at least $200 million. Conservative radio host Jason Rantz feels the Obamas provided typical left-wing content, while Rogan earns his money by attracting a massive audience because he goes against the mainstream narrative. It doesn't often pay to be woke, not in the long term. The wokest consumers will turn on you the second you stray away from their fringe views in any way. Joe Rogan's audience is loyal because they tend to be more open-minded to views they disagree with, Rantz told Fox News Digital. And Rogan fans are being served in ways that the Obamas can't provide. Want left-wing talking points? Go to Obama, or MSNBC, or CNN, or New York Times, or WAPO. Rantz continued, Rogan provides content you're not getting anywhere else. It's not a conservative versus liberal thing either, because Rogan is simply a free thinker who asks questions and has thorough interviews. The Obamas are there merely to push propaganda. And that is absolutely correct. I mean, I've watched some of the stuff that the Obamas are creating and it's just not good. There's always a partisan political message behind it. And just as Jason Rantz said, when it comes to being woke, you can never be woke enough. Obama is on the woke spectrum, but he's pretty early on. And in the woke world, if you are not absolutely far left, totally committed to all left-wing talking points, if you exude any type of moderate Democrat energy, well then you've instantly lost half of your audience. And then of course conservatives and independents aren't going to watch you, and so you're left with a very fringe minority. That doesn't pay the bills. And CEOs and corporations are finally starting to realize that people want to listen to other real people talk and discuss ideas openly, like they do with their family and their friends at the dinner table. Not this super posh, super overproduced garbage. I mean, that's the entire reason why people don't like politicians in the first place, because everything is choreographed, everything is organized. They don't speak like real human beings. And to think that you can translate that into the entertainment world and it's going to be successful because Obama is supposedly some sort of left-wing deity is naive to say the least. And I mean, this speaks volumes as to what's going on in the boardrooms at Spotify. After a year of scandal and boycotts from the left wing, launched by that musician Fossil, I forget his name. Again, just goes to show how irrelevant he is. I literally had to Google it, Neil Young. Despite the left-wing boycotts, despite the outrage, the negative PR campaign, and the media manufactured month-long scandal, despite the fact that it even led to Spotify actually losing a substantial amount of subscribers, gaining some, but still losing others, in the end, they decided to stick with Rogan and aren't even offering the Obamas an extension to their contract. That basically basically says it all, folks. It seems as though CEOs and corporate executives are finally getting to the point where they're just saying, screw it. We tried going woke, we tried for years, we brute forced it, despite the fact that it keeps hurting us, and no more. This isn't just canceling some small little woke TV show that didn't perform well, this is canceling the Obamas. And by the way, the Obamas also have a deal with Netflix as well, which doesn't seem to be a massive success by any stretch of the imagination. Now all of a sudden Netflix is trying to turn Barack Obama into, I guess, David Attenborough version 2.0, with Barack Obama being the narrator behind one of their most recent nature documentaries, and it just doesn't work, because it's political in nature and it's not a meritocracy. There's a whole lot of people out there who are probably way more qualified for the job than Barack Obama, but he's the one who gets paid millions upon millions of dollars using his presidential clout. Not to mention, it's an absolutely stupid idea, because anybody who doesn't appreciate Barack Obama immediately starts to watch the documentary, hears his voice, and immediately turns it off. Kind of like I did. When are these companies going to learn? And once again, we have an absolutely pathetic response from Netflix. After losing 200,000 subscribers and billions of dollars in their market cap, what was their initial response? That they're going to start cracking down on families that are sharing passwords, instead of providing more content and a better product. Well, now what Netflix is doing, instead of reversing course on all of this woke nonsense and actually producing good content, they're putting ads on the platform. Totally delusional. But eventually Netflix is going to learn. They're going to realize that this woke nonsense is complete garbage, and that people are turned off with the political elite getting special treatment. Barack Obama doesn't get to go from a politician who never really held a real job in his life to becoming a film producer and a narrator. What that is liberal elitist privilege, and it turns people off, not even just the politics. And actually, speaking of that exact concept and going back to Spotify, who remembers that Spotify gave Meghan and Harry an £18 million deal, that's $23 million in American funds, for this supposed podcast. It's been nearly 2 years since they struck that deal, and now, March 24th, 2020, Meghan Markle's first podcast for Spotify is announced. I'm not even sure if it's released yet. I know we have a little snippet over here.
Meghan addresses the common stereotypes that have historically generalized women.
The podcast where we dissect, explore, and subvert the labels that try to hold women back. I'll have conversations with women who know all too well how these typecasts shape our narratives.
And once again, you're stuck asking the same question. Who is going to pay to listen to this stuff? Who is going to pay their hard-earned money to literally torture themselves listening to woke Hollywood sociopath Meghan Markle speak for 2 hours? You've got to be out of your mind. But thankfully enough, it seems as though some companies are realizing this. And the ones that do are going to be the ones that succeed in the end. I can pretty much guarantee you that one. The more woke Netflix gets, the more it will continue to crumble into total irrelevance. That's what I got for you guys, though. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe, share it as much as possible. We are still shadow banned by the YouTube algorithm, hidden from non-subscribed viewers. I'm going to get back to work. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.